Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am frankly FM84. Big thank you for coming back and joining me. Another video right here on the YouTube channel. So the past couple of days we've been doing the Red Bull Salzburg rebuild challenge. Yesterday we went through the winter transfer window, showed you the two new players in Billy Gilmore and Nico that came in. We were looking for them to have an instant impact as they took over the two midfield slots. How were they going to fare for the rest of the season? Today we've jumped forward to the 4th of June 2023 and we have the answer to those all important questions about will we win the Bundesliga, how will we do in the Champions League, can we add any more silverware through the cup competitions. No spoilers on the screen for a change, so everything is going to come down to this one click. Let's go to the competitions tab and show you exactly how we have got on. As always, we will look at this tab and then we will go away and then we will come back and break it down a bit more. You can see we have won the Bundesliga. We have won the league in the group, the championship group, by 17 points. We have a record, you can see, of play 32, won 27, drawn 3, goal difference is 71 and points are 54. So another Admiral Bundesliga in the bag for us. Moving across then, Friendly Cup was dealt with another day. UEFA Champions League, runners up. Yes, we had such a good campaign that we finished runners up in the Champions League. We will show you who we got and how we got there very soon. OFB Cup, we have managed to win the cup. That will please the board because that is exactly what they wanted us to do. Well, they wanted us to reach the final. We have gone one better. We have gone and won the OFB Cup. So then, as always, I am going to go around the long way to get to where we need to be. I'm going to go through the finances, through the club vision. We are also going to look at the schedule. And then we'll go back to the competitions tab, break that down, show you exactly how the season unfolded, how we got to a Champions League final and how we won the league. So, quick overview of the club's finances. We now have £96.2 million in the bank and they are giving us £20.1 million to go into the summer transfer window with. Our wage budget is £461,000 and we are spending £434,000. So that gap is closing, but we still have enough in the wage budget to go out and sign some players, and also if we was to move a player or two on, that obviously widens and the transfer budget would become bigger. 20 million is quite generous. Don't think there's a million positions that we need to go and fill, so maybe one or two new signings throughout the summer and we are going to have a team that hopefully can go one step further in the Champions League should we get back to a final. The financial status of the club is now rich. Club vision then. Our job security is very secure. We got a B+ for the season, which is a little bit strange considering we nearly won everything we could have done. But let's have a look at the club culture then. Develop clubs playing using the players at the club's youth system. They're delighted with that. Sign high reputation players, I explained before. We're not going to be doing that, so they're going to be disappointed there. Also, not going out to Africa and signing Ghanaian or Malian players. I know it is a tactic that Red Bull have used quite well across the years. But in this kind of save, the way we are doing it, we want to win as much as possible and we are just having to go with the players that we need there and then. Play high tempo pressing football, delighted. Play possession football, pleased. Play entertaining football, pleased. And do not sign players over the age of 28. That is one thing that I would not do anyway. Right then, 5-year plan ongoing. So work within the wage budget, on course. Sign young players to develop for a profit, satisfied. And minimum 2-year players contracts for first team players, which is something that I would not do anyway. We always look to tie the players down for as long as possible. Satisfied about the young players to develop for a profit. Now, I think we have been hitting this, so I think that's a little bit harsh. I think the players that we have brought in have shown that we are looking to develop and not essentially move on, but build up that base of the player so their transfer value will go up in the future. And I think to judge it quite early may be the wrong thing to do, because in 2 seasons, 3 seasons time, we might move a player on that we bought for 10 million for 50 million, and then exactly we have all have ticked that box. By the end of the current season then, be competitive in the Champions League, passed. Win the Bundesliga, passed. Win the OFB Cup, passed. Win a domestic cup, passed. They want to then continue to win the Bundesliga going forward, so very achievable. Board are really realistic. Let's have a look at the schedule then. Where did we get to yesterday? So we had come back just after the winter break, we had beaten Austria Vienna 4-1. So keep an eye out here for the Champions League run. This is going to be a pretty epic run through of what happened. So the first game back from the winter break in the Bundesliga, we actually drew 1-1 with Wolfsberger in a game we didn't play very well. Seawold scored for us, Baribo scoring for them. But then we beat Sturm Graz 2-1 in the Bundesliga. Okafor and Dedic getting the goals. We had a 1-1 draw in the away leg of the Champions League against Atletico Madrid. Morata scoring for them, Capaldo scoring for us, which meant that we obviously had a good bit of momentum coming into the home leg. We beat LASK in the Bundesliga 2-0. We beat Tirol 3-1 in the Cup semi-final. We then had a draw with Wacker Modeling. 0-0 draw there, boring game. We then had a heroic game. I mean, Jose Jimenez was sent off early on for Atletico Madrid, but Wobat and Šeško got the goals. We won 2-0 and we were through to the next round of the Champions League. We then won 4-1 in the league against Rapid Vienna. Altach we blew away 2-1. We then come up against Chelsea, who we had already played in the group stage. We didn't lose to them in the group stage, but we did lose the away leg of the Champions League. 1-0, Mason Mount got the goal, and it meant it was advantage Chelsea in the Champions League. But we then went home, we played in the Admiral Bundesliga, and we played against SV Ried. We scored through Šeško, Bernardo, Okafor and Capaldo, and we won 4-0 to get back on track. We then scored 4 against Chelsea in the home leg of the Champions League. As you can see, it did go to extra time. Okafor and Capaldo scoring for us, Pulisic scored for them, and then Šeško stole the show in extra time. 105 plus 1 and 111 minutes. And we were through there. We then beat Wolfsberger 3-1, Sturm Graz 3-1, Rapid Vienna 2-0, and then we come up against the mighty Barcelona. We beat them in the home leg 1-0 with a goal from Ceballos. We then played in the cup final and beat Wolfsberger 3-1. And at this point now, we drew Barcelona, or we went to Barcelona, sorry. We got a draw in the away leg. Araujo and Depay scoring for them. Nico and then Eric Garcia own goal for us meant that we went through into the final of the Champions League. At this point, the league was won, so we had a 2-2 draw with Sturm Graz, a 2-1 loss to Altach, a 3-1 win against Wolfsberger, a 1-0 win against Ried, and we then come up against the might of Germany in the Champions League final and lost 3-1 to Bayern Munich. So let's go back to the competitions tab then. Let's have a little breakdown of each of these. In terms of the Bundesliga, if we put the Championship group table up, you can see it finished like this. We played 32, we won 27, drew 3, lost 2, goal difference of 71 and 54 points in the bag. Yeah, another Championship win. Let's have a look at some player stats then. So most goals went to Karim Onisiowo of Sturm Graz. Our top goal scorer was Mr. Šeško with 13. No other players getting on the list. Most assists though went to Ezekiel Ceballos, so that is money well spent. Noah Okafor on the other side. So 21 assists between those two players. Cherky getting into the team, he got 9 and Capaldo got 9 also. Most shots, Adam Grieger had the most shots with 122. We don't even have a player on the board. Most player of the match awards, our players, Šeško and Bernardo, but Marco Mellinger getting the most with 5. In fact, he tied with 3 other players. Most key passes, Peter Mitchell, he topped the list there, but Cherky and Okafor made the list for us. Most tackles won, Emmanuel Schreiner, he had 103. We ended up with no player on that list. Most dribbles made, Calvin Aracey at the top there with 118, but Noah Okafor does make the list with 75. Most clean sheets, we have Nico Mantle right at the bottom. And fewest goals conceded is Joe Bursick, 12 goals conceded from 17 appearances. As you can see, we rotated the goalkeepers a fair bit, which was a good thing to do really, because it gave them a little bit of competition and both of them played some really good football. We obviously occupy the top 2 slots in that category. So in terms of penalties, Max Wober was on penalties for us, 6 of 9, so he probably won't be on them next season. Expected goals per shot, Wober 0.30. Team goals, Capaldo 85, Seawold 80. Goals per 90 minutes, Šeško 0.86. Games won, Capaldo and Seawold 23 and 22. Expected goals per 90 minutes, Benjamin Šeško with 0.74. And yellow cards, Mr. Bernardo getting himself 11 yellow cards. So all in all, a fantastic season in the Austrian Bundesliga. We have gone and blown the competition away again. It's interesting to see Rapid Vienna not do very well in the list. Stone Graz are the ones that tried to take it to us this season, but ultimately we were too strong for them all. In terms of the Champions League, then, we've just run through the stages that we went through. In the knockout round, we went through at the expense of Atletico Madrid. The quarterfinals, we beat Chelsea over 2 legs. Semi-finals, we knocked out the mighty Barcelona. And then we come unstuck in the Champions League final, losing 3-1 to Bayern Munich. We put up a good fight. Ultimately, though, they were just too strong and they took the trophy. Cup, we also won that. We don't need to really go through too much of that. So it's been a fantastic season. Let's have a little look at the squad and the assistant report and see what he thinks our best 11 is currently. So we've got Bursic in goal, Dedic, Woba, Sole and Bernardo at the back, Seawold, Nico and Capaldo in the middle, Okafor, Zeballos and Šeško up top. So not really too many areas that do need strengthening, but obviously with 20 million now available to us to spend, we are going to go out. Probably need a winger to relieve Zeballos and Okafor from a couple of games. They have played quite a lot this season. The midfield seems settled, maybe a right back, and then it's just clinging on to the stars at the club. So that is the second season in the books. 4th of June 2023, and we have won the Bundesliga, we have won the OFB Cup for a double, and we have finished runners-up in the Champions League. So in tomorrow's episode, we are going to be pushing on to the end of the August transfer window. So around the 2nd or 3rd of September, we're going to show you the players that come in during the summer, also the players that have left the club, and we are going to look at how we have started Season 3 of the Save. So make sure you don't miss it. If you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these episodes. I really appreciate every single person that takes their time to come here, support the channel, support myself. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Go check something else out on the channel. There is videos for somebody and everybody. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. I will see you very, very soon.